at least as much as ever before, our world is filled with fools, and I am one of them sometimes. I certainly have been in the past. I've got some, I don't know if they're big regrets, but for me they are. Um, in the scheme of the things, whatever, it's fine. But I hope that you feel the same about yourself, that you can admit that you don't always have everything perfectly right. And there are a couple benefits to doing that. Number one, it's kind of the first step to self compassion. I just thought of that as I was saying it, so let me make sure that's true. Like, if you're trying to tell yourself that you're perfect and everything that you do is good and everything everyone else does is bad, then A, I don't think you're being honest. B, I think you're deceiving yourself in a game to try to keep yourself like feeling good or something. But your mistakes and errors and weaknesses and shortcomings, whatever, they're in there anyway, and somewhere in your brain you know that. And so if you're hiding from them, then yeah, then you're not dealing with them and having some compassion and getting over it instead. So that's probably true. Another benefit of acknowledging that you're also not perfect, just like everybody else, is that it makes it a whole lot easier to look at those fools and maybe have some compassion for them and realize, you know what, they're not the worst. They're not the devil. They're not Hitler. They're just people who, A, don't have the same thoughts or values as you. It doesn't necessarily make them wrong. Even if you're right, it doesn't necessarily mean that. I mean, your right way is not the only right way. So, the benefit of that is that it helps you decrease your blood pressure, because this crazy, stupid world that we're in, and there is a lot of stupidity. Yeah, there's some things are just differences, but some things really are stupid. It can be aggravating, it can be frustrating. If you've ever said, how can those people think that way, whether it's politics or religion or driving, whatever, then it kind of winds you up, and that kind of hurts your day. It does some damage to your mood, and that does not serve you. If you can find a way to escape that, and you don't take it, then you're one of those people I mentioned at the start of this. You're one of those, you're being foolish. But you don't have to continue that. So if you admit sometimes you're a fool, just like me, just like everybody, it helps lower your blood pressure, lower the stakes, be a little more compassionate, more realistic too. So this is not like deceiving yourself. And yeah, so it's just a benefit. Give it a try. See if you like it. It doesn't mean, and admitting that you're a fool doesn't mean that you're worthless and unlovable. No, far from it. Being able to admit you're not perfect, but still accept yourself and still be okay and still say, well, I'm just going to keep trying. And by the way, if you can admit that you're a fool, that probably means you have acknowledged and recognized and learned from some of your past imperfections where you weren't yet as wise as you are now. And so it's a sign of wisdom that you're able to learn. And I think that should make you more trustworthy and nicer to be around, all those things. So win-win-win for everybody. So thank you, all you fools, you beautiful fools, for listening to this video. Tune in, subscribe to the University of Life. We'll come back with billions more. I have so many thoughts like this I think of every single day and jot down in my journal. So I'm going to share more of them with you. So I hope you have a beautiful day, and by the way, if you're able to admit that you're a fool sometimes, I think that's a really good sign that you're really smart and that you're wise. So they're not mutually exclusive. I'm not usually an idiot. I don't think you are either. Hope not. So, All right, I'm going to end before I blather on with no more valuable content. Have yourself a good day. Give yourself a break. Do something nice for yourself. And do something nice for somebody else too. All right, see you next time.